Okay. Oh, yeah. Mercury retrograde. Hey, everybody. It says right now I don't even have anybody in chat, but I know y'all are in there. So yeah, we've been trying this since 7:30. She's gonna be messing with it. She says I have restarted everything. I'm trying to see why it's not connected to the browser, so she's working on that. Um, so it's weird. Initially, I could hear her, but I couldn't see her, and then I could just not see her, and yeah. But yeah, retrograde shenanigans. So hello, everybody. It won't begin, but I hear, yeah, we're in the shadow. They said it's like shadow, afterglow. Just can't get away from Mercury retrograde or Mercury at all. So, hello everybody. Hope everybody has had a great week. Um, send some positive vibes Allison's way. Kind of, like Peter Pan when we all started clapping to help Tinkerbell. Was it clapping? I think to get Tinkerbell to wake up or whatever it was. So, hello, Kristen, Louise, my dear. Thank you again for a wonderful show on Monday. I was actually out with my friend Amanda in Buffalo. We weren't in Buffalo, but we went to Spiritually Rooted today, and we were looking at. They have a whole wall of statues, and I saw a statue of Lilith today. So that was pretty darn cool. So thanks again for a wonderful show and discussion about Lilith and Ange. There's Ange. It's Friday. Remember that song from the 80s? Okay, everybody. Yes, Tom, I'm doing the bingo. It's Friday night and I just got paid. And who did a really good remake too of that song was In Sync. I like their version too. But yeah, the guy who did the song too, I think, passed away. But thank God it's Friday night and I just got paid. So alrighty. Yep, let's see who else is here. Yeah, don't start with me, sassy pants. Um Christina, hello, my dear. Good day to you. Um, Hope you're having a beautiful day in the future in Australia. And yes, hashtag sassy pants. Um, you might just have to send me and well, if you guys want to join, you know what? Just in case, and even if Allison does pop in, hey, we can uh, we can have some fun. So anybody who wants to hop on board, here we go. Okay, so and we have Ellen. Hello, Ellen. What does she use to connect? A computer? She has a phone. I don't think Allison has internet. Like a Wi-Fi internet thing. Her and I haven't talked to a while. I think she was considering getting one. Hello, Sandy. Good to see you over in England. You're up late, my dear. Oh my goodness. I think you're in England. I'm just bundled up. Yeah, we can all send Karen and her little girl, especially Becca, some healing energy. That would be wonderful. They haven't been feeling um, too good this week. Uh, let's see. Let me take that down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever, Tom. Hashtag excuses as usual or ritual excuses. Um, because this is my favorite part. Aw, my goodness, you're making me blush. So, there's the link if anybody wants to join. Hello, Jessica. So for people popping in, Allison's having problems with her browser and her microphone. Um, Shenanigans. My wife would kill me if I went live. Oh well, we don't want her to kill you. um, In England, yes, it's 1:13 in the morning, but hey, it's Friday. Hello, Shelby. Thanks for being here. So hopefully we'll be able to figure out on Allison's end. And there's Sherry. Hello, Sherry. You look new. Welcome if this is the first time in my chat. It's always nice to meet new people. And grocery is more important than food. Yes, of course. Hey, John. What's up? Sup, sup? Judith is here. Oh my goodness, 12 people working lit. So, how was everybody's week? Um, it's been one of ups and downs here. Thank you everybody too who came to my or watched the replay for my hand painted tarot cards. Not tarot cards, excuse me, oracle cards that I did yesterday. I really appreciate all of the wonderful feedback and support that I had gotten from you all. And hello, Aura. Name is familiar. Welcome, welcome. Thanks. It just looks like that on the screen. If you really saw them in person, no. But actually, Ange, I don't think I sent this to you yet. But I finished, well, semi-finished, because you know artists finished. Um, one of my first black one. So there you go, Ange. There's the finished product and for everybody. And so what I loved automatically, this guy here came up. So it's kind of like a skeleton of maybe an old bird or something, which I thought was pretty cool. But so yeah, this is my first one on my new black paper. I am very, very excited. And looking in, I can already see something that kind of looks like a Saggy right there, which would make sense because I'm a Saggy girl. And I kind of see a face on the side. I see a face looking forward. I saw a couple of other things earlier, but yeah. So Ange, the first one on the black paper, and then I was working on another one. And there's that one there, almost finished with that. So looks like a Brian Froud. Oh, really? Brian Froud was the bomb. He was a master. I think he's still alive, isn't he? Um, so yeah, I was out in NT, North Tonawanda today, hanging out with a friend of mine. Yeah, Ange, the only thing about the black is that these ones here have a little bit of a thicker back, so it's smooth. Up here, let's try. Up, I think she's still trying. Nope. Shoot. Allie girl, if you can't make it, sweetheart, it's okay. Um, she just almost made it. So, hello, Moira. Hello, hello. So the black one doesn't have the as smooth as firm. So with the black ones, I'll have to make sure I put something heavy on them to flatten them. So once they're dry, then they can be flattened, and hopefully, then when you get more than a good size, then you'll be able to shuffle. But yes, I had a lot of fun sharing my some of my pieces yesterday. And I heard from Ramon today. He sent me a text message and said if there was anything I needed help with if I decided to go to MPC, which I'm hesitant because I really don't want any printing companies really getting a hold of my images and doing counterfeits, because that would suck. And I've actually had a few people say that they prefer more of an original um, hand hand painted piece. So, but no, it definitely will take pictures. Most definitely. And each one will be, of course, painted specifically to for that person. And it's a lot of fun. I need stuff to distract me right now while we're waiting to move. So everyone's saying hello, hello, and hello, Chris. Good to see you. Um, she's a charmed one. Yeah. Um, I can see Ange as Paige because Paige worked as a social worker and really cared about people and wanted to help people improve their lives and help kids and stuff, and talked a lot about Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm hesitant because of what you told me, Kristen. You only make a few dollars, and so to me that's not fair. Um, and so for me, Ange is very Paige, and Piper is very Karen, very caring, very loving. You know, I think she had, did she have twins in the show? No, she did, but she had two kids. So but yeah, I'll be forever my Prue. I can't still believe I actually had a dream about Shannon Doherty the other night. That was really really weird. Shenanigans. It was so cool. Her everybody. This is Brit and Shenanigans. It was so cool to. I couldn't stay, but Shenanigans did a show with Linda De Gonzalez yesterday, and so now I can put the face with the name. So how are you doing? Is it okay if I call you Brit, or do you prefer Shenanigans? Let me know. Um, so, but yeah, for people coming in, Allison's having browser and microphone connection issues, so she may not be able to join us. But she said she's still working on it. So, while I was getting ready to talk to Allison backstage, I got the urge to pull my cards out and to shuffle. And this is my Black Obsidian by Vixen, and I was curious to see who was going to come out. I was just shuffling, and very cool. I got there she is. She made it.
Oh my God. Don't mind me. I'm gonna turn my camera off while I put this in the stand and everything, and then I'll be back.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
I
Lord. Okay, thank you.
see Friday night's just not Friday night without my girl. So I ended up pulling here. Let me do this because we're both going to be here. I pulled Santa Morte. And I love what it says here. Through my sacred presence, miracles manifest and hope is born anew. And we could really need that feel of, a miracle, especially in this season, with elections and all. I'm not going to go down the political rabbit hole or anything like that, but I love how she represents miracles, and her people would petition her. Excuse me. That's weird. I just opened up to Nefertiti and Allison just got here. Not Cleopatra's cat, but Nefertiti. Um, let's see, Cleopatra. So no, Santa Marte. So she was revered as a deity of the guardian of souls and a bringer of miracles. I love that. So we can definitely use some miracles. And Santa Muerte signifies a time of transition where the veils between the realms of possibility and actualizations are thin. And she, the people who her devotees, and Ramon's one of them. And I know Allison has the Santa Muerte deck, which is beautiful. So does, I think, Bobby, Ginger, Ramon, and I think Miss Tarot D also has it. And they petition her in all matters of love, health, prosperity, and for protection and solace. So I was just telling everybody when I was waiting for you backstage, I was just shuffling. I felt pulled to shuffle, and I pulled the Santa Muerte from the Black Obsidian deck. So
Oh, nice.
pretty cool. So
She
yay, she
kind of
made
looking
it.
yeah, she looking a little Black Swanny in that, isn't she? Can you
Black
show that real
Swan.
quick again?
You mean the
That Black
Natalie
Swan
Portman?
movie?
Really?
Just the flash of her face reminds me. Yeah, did you see that
Oh
movie,
yeah,
Black Swan?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember the makeup with the eyes and all
Yeah,
that?
actually, yeah, with the black. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
After she turned
Okay.
psycho. I gotta watch how I say the word psycho, but that was a bizarre movie. It was good. It was a little odd in a few places, but
I didn't see it. I probably should see it. I don't like um I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think we've talked about this before. I like mysteries. I like haunted things. I don't like I like some horror, but I don't like gore, and I don't like,
I don't like
actually
gore.
I shouldn't even say the word horror. Um like suspense and like because like Black
Yeah.
Swan, I think it was like that. It was more like suspense, and there was some
Mm-hmm.
like cray cray going on. but
Yeah.
it wasn't like straight up like horror, like Friday the 13th, that kind of thing. I don't like that. I mean,
No,
all it
either.
is when are people going to get killed? I mean, that's all it is. Scary
Yeah.
music and things jumping out and
Yeah.
weapons and whatever. Um, and
I
then I
like a
ended up
good
buying the
thriller.
horror tarot, but I bought it because there were several movies in there that I did like Dracula and Frankenstein and, the scary movies, classics.
Hmm.
But
Yes.
anyway,
I watched
yeah.
one. It was free on YouTube. I think it was during the summer I watched it. It popped up on my feed. Um, Til the Tildewick. No, not Tildewick. That's a tarot deck, Heather. It was an old Vincent Price movie, Dragonwick, and
Oh, that's
it it was
slightly familiar.
suspenseful. It was suspenseful, but it wasn't to the part where it kind of had you on your seat, but it wasn't. Again, there wasn't all that gore, involved. And
Right.
and Shelby says I went to a pond where there was a swan yesterday, and I got some swan feathers.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, one of these days I would love to have
I've
a
never found a swan feather. I like
me
swans
neither.
too.
Well, where we're moving to next year, hopefully in Ashland, they have swans that are part of Lithia Park in their ponds. So who knows?
Do
Maybe I
they?
might, I might just have a swan feather someday.
Swans are very cool. We have them
Cruella,
here in Michigan. Do you guys have swans there in New York on
Cruella.
occasion? Because we have them here. They're
Yeah,
not here all. Maybe they just make
up
their way
north.
through. But I know I saw them as a kid, and
Mm,
I've seen a few. So yeah, they're not. I think they pass through and they
Regina.
stay at some
Hmm.
point. Like maybe it's late spring
I
on their
saw a
way.
couple.
Anyways,
I
I know
think
I've
it
seen them.
was 6 or 7 years ago. We were doing a plein air at this one park. I didn't have my car yet, and this girl Kaden drove me up there, and I went down walking by the water, and there were just out of nowhere two swans in the water, and I went, oh, and I'm sitting there, and they're starting to come up to the water's edge. I went, "Hi, beautifuls," and they went, "Nyeh, nyeh," and they started like, I'm like, "Okay, I'm backing away. Bye."
Yeah,
I was back there.
they're kind of goose like, Canadian
Yeah.
goose like. You know what? Everything went haywire and I got to grab something out of the
Mm.
kitchen cuz I've been trying to
Okay.
I've been messing with my phone for the last 15 minutes. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, and Karen says, "Oh, I dressed up as the Black Swan one year. Oh, you got blood feathers everywhere. Oh, Karen, when I have the extra, do you still have an extra one? I would love a Black Swan feather." And Ramon, I spoke you into existence because we were talking about the sun. Because I was pulling my cards in Santa Muerte. She popped up, and I was sharing that with everybody while we were waiting for Allyson to be able to get backstage and onto the show. And so your girl Santa Muerte popped up. So and I was like, I wonder if Ramon's going to pop in now, and you did. So it's good
And
to see you, my friend.
hi everybody.
Um,
I didn't say hello. I just suddenly was here.
yep.
So,
So we have 19 people hanging out with us right now. We're hopping tonight. Alfred Hitchcock, yes. Um,
oh, I remember Alfred Hitchcock.
the Birds. I never saw it. I wasn't
Oh, you
interested. I
didn't?
watched. I just remember, and I'm like, and I'm like, yeah. And I remember getting up and walking
You
away as
know,
a kid. I
it would
wasn't
probably freak you out.
really.
It not that you can't handle it. Yeah, because it's kind of you're not gonna like what happens.
Mm.
So I think I know you well enough now to say you're just not gonna like
To
it,
watch it.
probably. I mean, I could be wrong, of course, but I'm leaning towards nah. I really liked it. I probably need to see it again. The two times that I saw it was a very long time ago. Um,
Rosemary's Baby.
Actually, honestly, I don't even think it's probably that great of a movie. There's just some very memorable scenes, and that's why people remember it, The Birds. Um, but anyways, yeah, I should see it again. So,
Yeah. And this is Chris.
hi
I don't know if you met him
Topaz.
last week, but this is Chris. He's new. Well, he's been around for a while. And speaking of birds, the infamous Bluebird is here. Hi, Gerald.
Hi,
The
Gerald.
Birds is one of the best scary movies ever. It's not for everyone, but very suspenseful.
That describes it very well. And again, I need to see it again. I saw it once when I was probably too small to be watching it, but my sister was watching it. So of course I watched it too. And then I
Tina said
saw
it
it
made her
again
laugh.
in like middle school. And I think I saw part
I
of it because
know.
it was on TV. It's black and white. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
old.
Oh
Um,
no, Ange, I'm sorry. So
I'm fighting
Ange
with
tried ordering
Amazon.
me a deck for my birthday. She wanted to treat me to a deck for my birthday because my birthday's coming up. And it
Yep.
was said it was delivered the other day. And I went down to get it,
Oh,
and
don't
lo and
tell me it
behold,
wasn't down
no
there.
deck. And so I don't know if, and this is what happened with Tropical Empress Amanda over the summer. They said they delivered it, but it wasn't there. So either it's a carrier deliverer who's not used to the area and dropped it off at the wrong place, or someone came down that fast. Because during this year, especially around here, people will follow Amazon trucks and UPS and stuff. And the minute something gets, delivered, if they don't see anybody right away, they run up right behind, they snatch it, and they steal. So I never got the deck, and thankfully I got my black cards, but that was the postal service they went through for that, and they put it in my box. But Ange, I'm sorry. Just have them give you back your money if you can, sweetheart. It's okay. I hope they're going to let you, you know, get your money back. And yes, I manifested you. Let's see, there was a TV Hitchcock hour. Yes, I remember that as a child. You would sit there and you would see like the outline of his face drawn, or he would walk into it. And I remember that as a kid. I would see that.
Yeah, I
MASH, Doctor Who would be on, and then, back in. Oh, that's too funny. Tom was like, "Who let you in, Gerald?" So let's play nice, boys and girls. Oh, well, I learned that Sinatra divorced Mia Farrow because she refused to stop working on Rosemary's Baby. That was a disturbing movie, from what I heard. Dina said that she liked it. That's how it got brought up.
what
Hi, Isadora.
what was that movie about? Just a quick snippet.
I think the devil impregnated Rosemary, and it became something with her baby. It's something to do with Satan and the devil, and having a baby. Kind of almost, was it based on, maybe, no, not, no, it wasn't. Kind of like the New Jersey Devil, thing where, the woman had, sexual relations with the devil, and then the baby was born and was cursed. And so this is kind of like the same vibe that it was. Well, if I go down here, someone will probably explain what it is. um okay, let's see. A coven of witches who impregnate Rosemary with the devil's baby. Of course it's a coven of witches, because that's what we do, or that's what
Okay,
witches
thanks,
do.
Tom. There's so
No,
many,
thank you.
honestly, I probably need to compile a list. There's so many classic movies that I've never seen. Like,
Hmm.
there's a lot of them. And I'll hear people once in a while mention something, 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 but then once in a while, then I'm the one. Oh, I saw that, and then somebody else is like, oh yeah, I never saw, like you just now with the birds.
Hmm.
But there are
I'm sorry, Ange.
some
Yeah.
classics that I want to see. I didn't see what she said. What are, and just not to get all into it. I mean,
Well,
did she
well,
buy it from
Amazon.
Amazon, ships from Amazon? Because that's all
Yeah,
I ever
it was
do.
on my gift. It was on my my gift, my
Right.
wish
No,
list.
but what I said is, is it sold by Amazon, ships from Amazon? That's all I purchased through Amazon ever when I
I
ship,
don't
because
know.
otherwise you can end
Well,
up with some shenanigans.
they initially told her, among other things, that she could, call back on Friday and they would resend it. And now they're trying to tell her she needs to fill out an incident report, and that it'll take a week to hear back. because the problem I think too is that a lot of people try to scam. I think Amazon and other companies saying, "Hey, I never got the thing. Can you send another one?" When they actually did. But you know,
And
but
is that,
also the
or
proof
I'm
of the
sorry.
picture. No, I'm just saying really quick. Um, yeah, Ange, if they took a picture and sent it to you, um, because that's how usually I find when something of mine gets here when I order, um, is they'll send a picture. Um, I'm so sorry about all this.
And that's why,
Oh,
that's another reason why I'm
hey,
asking,
buddy.
when you're
Come here,
on the
bugger.
listing, it says sold by, ships by,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
and maybe it is. That's why I'm just curious. I'm wanting to know. And if Ange can say,
a lot of
is
people are having trouble. Yeah,
is
you have
it
to check through
Amazon,
the seller.
Amazon? I won't buy anything unless it's from when you're, because do you guys know what I'm talking about? When you go into Amazon, you
Mm-hmm.
go to buy something, you go into the details. Well, a lot of people
Strictly.
don't. Some of
Yeah.
you do, maybe some of you don't, but it's like, see who, when you scroll down, even if you're doing it from your phone, who are you actually buying it from? And I only, if it's from Amazon, because it'll say who's
No
selling it
picture.
and where it ships from.
And Anch, they didn't give me a picture either. So they really shouldn't be giving you this trouble if there's not a picture of the actual, Um, yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
see, and
sweetheart.
that's ridiculous. You should get all the shipping information because you're the one that paid for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um, and it is during seasonal time, so you're going to have problems with a lot of these guys are working, I don't know, like 10, 12-hour shifts or so. And if they get new people that they hire on and they're not familiar with the
They don't
area.
make very much money either.
No. Hi, Bobby. All my favorite people are here. Yay. And Bobby, you missed it yesterday. I did a little pop-up with my cards. So everybody, thank you for all the wonderful compliments. And Dina says, I order Bic lighters off Amazon, but sold by Bic, and Bic doesn't charge shipping, so free. Okay. Did Gerald leave? I don't know. Tom, you didn't scare Gerald away, did you? So even though the video isn't there anymore on for some reason on YouTube, um one of my very first show was in like the last week or two of November. So it's officially I finished 3 years and I'm starting my fourth year on YouTube with my channel. So just wanted to throw that out there and thank
Oh,
you for everybody that's been with me, almost from the beginning. Most people that started out with me are no longer, in my circle, but Gerald has pretty much been there with me in the beginning. So have I think I met you a year later through Scott, Spiritual Essence. So yeah, I think Gerald, you're the only original in my list here that's been with me. So thanks everybody for being with me along on the ride here. It's pretty cool. So how was your week, Allison? I haven't talked to you
um, it was,
much.
it was good. I have a new phone, which is
You
why it was
sound
kind
it
of
look
like,
good. Yeah.
weird and frustrating that it's not, what just happened, but I finally figured it out, and it was just some goofy thing. It's like I was signed into Google.
Yeah.
I was signed in to view this through Google, but I was actually coming in through Safari, and it kept saying you're signing in somewhere else. I'm like, I'm not signing in somewhere else. I kept looking and looking and looking. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then I went in and da 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 da, and then stopped it and started again, and then I got it. So I was like, okay.
Ange, you are right. Gerald, I'm sorry, but Ange is right. She was in my original. And then I met, I think, you through Kelly Dozen Cats and Tangi and Ben. So I think that it's been 3 years, y'all. I'm in menopause. I've got brain fog and shit and whatnot. So, but Ange, yes, you are like, you and Gerald are the originals. And Tom, I don't even remember when we met. It feels like I've known you for a while now. But And yeah, what kind of phone did you get? Because your picture is clear, your sound is clear, your connection is nice.
And I don't have a bunch of lights on either. I mean, it's a little dark, but it's because I don't have a bunch of lights on. I got the brand new iPhone 16, the big
Ooh,
one, the 16 Plus. And I got my son the 16 Pro Plus, which is like the best one you can get
I'm
because
surprised you got the like the
my
top of the
son.
line because you're very frugal with what you
I
buy.
always
So
get,
I'm
well, when
surprised
I get my new phone, I always get,
the
all of my
best
phones
one.
have been good. Yeah.
Good.
Hmm. Yeah. And usually I wait and wait and wait and wait and
Yeah.
wait to get a phone, but I actually got my last phone 2 years ago. In
Yeah.
fact, I'm paying it off next week. I hadn't even paid it off yet. So I'm paying it off, and I ended up getting a
Wow.
really good deal. Everything. I'm earning some karma right now. I got such a
Nice.
good deal on my car. I got a really good deal on the phones and the plan. I got a couple rebates and got there was something else. So they gave us some credits. My son ended up getting the pro for the same as what I got mine because they didn't have the okay, my phone, he was going to get the same one as me, but it's his location in Arizona, but they didn't have it in stock. And so they gave him the pro for the price of mine. And his is an
Nice.
up phone. So yeah, so it all worked out really, really nice. So it was
Yeah.
good because I had Anthony there with me and he was haggling. So I mean a lot of this wouldn't have happened, but he's all about, yeah. So
Too
stuff was
bad I
happening.
didn't live by. I drag
Stuff was
Anthony around to
happening.
help me get good deals. I need a new internet deal. Well, come on, let's go get you one.
Yeah,
I want a new
the same thing with my
phone.
car. That all
My
worked the way it
tires.
worked because of him.
Yep.
So
And I
yeah,
don't know if people
he's a
know, but
blessing.
Allyson got a nice new car. She got a nice ride. So
I
let's
did. I got a new Subaru Crosstrek. I absolutely love it.
let's
I'm in
see.
love with my
Oh,
car. I keep telling I'm going to sit out there with the manual this weekend and I'm going to learn some stuff. Anthony will show me some things, but he really wants me to learn it.
that's wonderful,
Bought a
Dina. I
condo.
bought a new condo.
Oh, nice.
Congrats. Same as my unit, but it'll be on the ground floor across the street from where my parents live in a
Oh, that's
townhouse.
nice.
Oh, Dina, that is nice. See, you're getting your new place this year or maybe next year. I'm getting mine eventually. And Bobby just throws this out here. I think I need a tattoo. Bobby, I was at a tattoo parlor shop today. Thank you. So,
They're
Allyson,
very
if you
addicting.
ever come up here to visit, I have got to take you to this place. So, this store has been there for a while. I went to go see my friend Amanda, and we were coming back from Spiritually Rooted after having coffee and stuff. And there's this tattoo place, but I keep stopping there and now and then because they've got some animal skulls in there, and I love animal bones drawing. George will keep the whole 9 yards. And we're looking at some. I go, wait a minute, are those some crosses? Are some of those upside down? Wait a minute, there's some Madonnas in here. What? I go, Amanda, let's go in there and take a look at this place. So we go in, and this guy is just totally cool. His name is Rob, and him and several other people, work in there, own it. And this guy had this case with dolls in it, and I'm looking at this case, and I'm like, one of those dolls moves, doesn't it? And he goes, yes, it does. The one that I thought did, he said, no, the one up front. But there was something still about so he got the creepy dolls. There's some people that,
People
left it a couple.
always think dolls are creepy.
Well, these ones here, because they were really old, but apparently the one up front,
I like dolls.
actually, he says, does move. But he's got like a picture of these people's grandparents that, they were just given to the store. So it's the antique. And I go, why are some of the crosses upside down? He goes, it's just for decoration. I'm like, okay. But then he has a statue of Baphomet. And then over there, he's got some basums. He had some beautiful Madonna, Mary Madonna. Um, he had the Last Supper. I mean, this was like an eclectic place, and it was so freaking cool. I wish I had my phone on me. I left it in the car after lunch. Um, but yeah, it was really really interesting. And so Yeah, thanks, Bobby. If you did say I think I need a tattoo out of the blue like that, I wouldn't have forgotten to mention that during the live. So, what you gonna get? And why do you think you want a tattoo? Get out of the Prius. What? Get out quick, Bobby. Are you token again? Let's see. He says I'm in for what? Oh, Tom says I'm in a Prius right now. Oh my goodness. Every tattoo shop has a Rob for sure. His name was Rob, but and you know what? He actually has a kid that's just turned 16, and when we looked at him, he was like, "Oh no, I'm in my 40s." We thought he was in his late 20s, early 30s. So kind of crazy. The American Girl doll. No, these are the old owls that get. That might be the same too, but Shan's mom and grandmother, when he was growing up in Jacksonville at the McCauley House, which is still open. It's a B&B now. But when he was younger, him and his brother lived there, with his mom and grandma, and they actually had a doll museum because Shan's mom knew how to fix and repair old dolls, and they had dolls from like George Washington era and everything. And Shan says, try growing up in a house, being surrounded by all that. And then, of course, on top of it, the McCauley house was haunted. And, he would see, the spirit of a girl and stuff, from time to time. And, the registers, they would have like you could hear the rating ting ting, the drawers opening, but nobody was down there. So but yeah, that was in Jacksonville, Oregon. So I'm looking forward to checking it out when we get there. So I would like to read on that on a Friday night if you're up for it.
Sure.
The place that Shan grew up. I'm going to get a hunky Hermes rising out of a DNA caduceus.
I thought I wanted to say something because I'll forget. And I'm
Okay.
going to move my camera back really quick. Bobby, I saw something that made me think of you. I don't know if you'll be interested or not, but I got, and I'll explain why. Can you guys see this stuffed animal sitting here on my bed?
Is it a little wolf?
Little
Baby wolf?
werewolf.
Oh, Bobby, it's a werewolf. Hermes.
Making
No,
him look kind
Hecate.
of weird.
Where did you get that?
So, yeah, but see his eyes. Anthony got him for me for Halloween.
He's like, werewolf.
And if you go on
Yes.
to
Mm-hmm.
actually this website right here, haunted haunt homies, but it's called
Oh,
Haunted Homies
homies.
is the website.
He loves
They've
it.
got they like when you get something like a stuffed animal and they have all these different stuffed animals, you get a story with it. Like there's a link so you can hear a scary story about, I can't remember what his name is.
Boop the snoot. Yep.
Fang. Fang.
Aw.
Um anyways,
Fang.
um if you want to go on there, Bobby, they've got a bunch, and I don't know if you'd be interested in this or not, but I thought of you because they sell all these stuffed animals, but it's the t-shirts. They have all these t-shirts, and and it's the way they display them. Somebody that works there is works with Hecate, however you want to say it, because they have all these really cool keys that are
Very cool.
being used in the background where they're laying out these shirts and whatever. But they've got a really cool shirt that's got the three-headed dog. Love that t-shirt. It's so cool. And then there's a few others as well. And I just thought of you when I saw it. So you might want to check it out. Again, it's Haunted Homies. And they got other
Aw.
stuff too, probably most of which you wouldn't be interested. But and I don't know if you even wear t-shirts, but some of them are there's probably only 30
There we go.
total.
Thanks,
Just
Ange.
flip just flip through them all. Yeah. And anybody that's into like scary, horror
That's
types,
groovy.
scary,
Listen.
it's very cool. The three-headed dog t-shirt, I might order it because I just think it's so cool. And Anthony got me a
There's the t-shirts.
and Anthony, I'll grab mine real quick. I'll show you what he got me because he got me that. He got me the stuffed animal, and he also got me this T-shirt.
Aw. So really quick, Shelby. Yes. Silky, yeah, I can never pronounce her right. Silky Milko is the island of the haunted dolls, and I'm trying to see if we can get Ramon to join Allison and I on a Friday. More okay, moving over a little bit more the other way. Mornings can bite me. Oh, zombies, ew.
It's a zombie.
See?
I wouldn't have picked this out, but he liked it and it's cute and I'll wear it because he thinks it's so funny that I always drink coffee because he doesn't drink coffee. He's a non. He y'all. He doesn't drink coffee. It's like, okay. And he's divorced. He was married for a very long time. She didn't drink coffee either. And I just think that's so weird. It's like, who doesn't drink coffee?
Well, I was a tea drinker for most of my life.
Okay, they didn't do that either. And you're
Oh.
right. It's usually one or the other, but usually it's coffee or some people do tea or whatever. It's just a little, I know, right? I was just like, you don't drink coffee like at all? Just sometimes? But there's a quick, I'll be super quick. There was a backstory.
Yes.
When he was really, really little, they used to go to
Life.
church on Sunday. And when he was really,
Oh.
really small, they would give out cookies and coffee at the end, right? Any of you that went to church and you were little, do you remember at the end the parents would all kind of mill around? There was usually like snacks out, like cookies, and they had like a big percolator with coffee and that kind of thing, right? Or donuts or whatever. Every church
Nope.
is different. Well, anyways, they did that at
My
my
dad
church
couldn't wait
too.
to get there.
So,
he would leave.
but anyways, a lot of churches do this. Anyway, so at his church when he was little, he kept seeing everybody drinking coffee and he really was very curious about it. Long story made short, he ended up getting a cup of coffee straight out of a percolator. He did let it cool off, didn't put anything in it. Little tiny kid palate, right? He was probably like 6. Black coffee, which is going to taste like ass when you're that little, right? And it was probably some crappy brand.
It's going to taste like
too. And black coffee.
Oh my God, Allyson.
When you're a 6-year-old,
yeah,
you don't think that's going to taste like just ass to you, like totally terrible? It is, and it did, and it
you're cracking
so,
me up, girl.
So it just traumatized him. Like he just can't. And I just think it's so funny. Yeah. Anyway,
the only time I would drink coffee was when my mom, my mom and dad put milk into it, and when my mom would get like a donut, and we would dunk the donut into the coffee like a glazed donut, it tastes so good.
Right.
But drinking it itself,
right? If it had just been black, you wouldn't have liked it, and that's what happened to him. Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yep.
Now I drink mocha creamer with mine.
With what was I gonna just say?
Ooh, cream and sugar.
Oh, my grandparents always had coffee candies on the television in a candy dish, and so I always had coffee candy.
Oh, everybody's thinking your ass coffee is funny. So let's see.
I don't know why that's so funny. Everybody knows that black coffee tastes like crap when you're a kid. Yeah, that's gonna be the worst.
You saying ass?
Well, it does. It tastes like shit. Tastes like ass. Whatever. Same thing. It's the difference.
It sounds funny. It's
yeah, it just means that it tastes. I guess it's a Michigan thing. Everybody says that. You don't even think about it. It's like it just tastes like ass. It means it's just it's awful. It's bad. It's crappy.
Say that, I think.
Oh,
so to hear you,
okay,
it's funny. Let's see. It's like when my grandfather gave me cheap beer when I was a kid. Now I am a bougie bitch with my beer.
A lot of men are bougie bitches with their beer.
All right, come here. All right. Come on. Oh my God.
I'm a bougie bitch with coffee. I do not fuck with anything that's not organic or dark roast or premium.
Ooh,
I just don't.
You like
that's
the French
just me.
Roast from Folgers. And Shan now enjoys his coffee with whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream like you do.
Yeah, heavy cream. You would I actually you guys would laugh if you heard how I make my coffee. There's a whole process that goes into it, but that's my one thing, you guys. All I eat is meat and fat, so my coffee's a big deal. Of course, I've been
to poop?
Yeah, I had a whole thing with my gut for years and years and years, so I have to do organic and I have to this, have to that. He's so pretty.
Oh,
Oh, he's so
my
pretty.
goodness. No, that Folgers does not taste like ass.
Well,
Now, that's
Folgers
what we
is
drink.
Folgers
Hey, that's
is
what we drink.
well, I'm sorry, honey. It's
No, I'm
Folgers.
laughing. I'm
It's
like, Kristen, that's
no,
what we drink. Cream is delicious, but so bad for the heart. I can't do that.
it's really not, and we'll talk another time. It's really not.
I used to be really
That's
picky with
one of
my
many
coffee,
lies we've been fed by the no, it's
but I
really
am
not.
about convenience now, so it's just K cups. Come on, everybody.
No, it's
Oh,
trash. I'm sorry.
guess what I'm
It's
gonna get?
bad. My mom drank Folgers and Maxwell House. It was like, really? Really?
My folks liked when they could afford it, they would drink Maxwell House, but my dad and mom loved the 8 o'clock coffee, and that's still out too. But did people know that there was a commercial they sell it in the stores? I can't remember, Javalier or something like that. Those are actually beans that were turned into coffee after they were pooped out of a animal's butt. I think it was one of the wildcats in the area. They would eat certain beans or something or fruits, and then when they would poop it out, they will collect it and then they will roast it, and that goes into the coffee. Mama Sushi's here. Amanda, where are you? There's Mama Sushi. How are you and baby Aurora? Oh my God, she's been sharing such cute pictures of Aurora. She is getting so big,
I do
Amanda.
not know who she is, but I remember that there was somebody a while
Twisted
back who was having
Sushi.
a baby. It's been at least
Yes.
what, 6 months? It's
Oh,
been a
I think
while.
more than that now. But yeah, Aurora had to be in the hospital for about a month after
How
she
old is
was born.
she? See if she says in the chat. How old is she?
How is she now, Amanda? Yeah, she went by Twisted Sushi, and we would just all call her Baby Sushi and Mama Sushi. Let's see. Shelby says, I only drink coffee that's grounded, but also with French vanilla creamer. I like mocha creamer. She's 7 months,
Rounded 7 months. Okay.
and she's so beautiful. Oh my God, she is the sweetest thing. Let's see. Nothing tastes better than the memory of Maxwell House in my grandmother's percolator. Yep. My grandma Johnson loved the Maxwell House. Yep. The best part of waking up is going back to sleep. If you can. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Yanch, but I still have my little enjoyment. And the peppermint flavored mochas are out, and I have that maybe once a day as a treat for
Oh,
myself.
is that what
So
you were talking about, Ange? Okay, I thought you were talking about heavy cream.
wait a minute, who's up here? Miss Tara D. Yes, Bustelo. Shan used to buy the Bustelo bricks when we were in Arizona, and then he lost the
You're
taste for it.
killing me.
Well, Allyson said she's a bougie bitch when it comes to coffee. So,
I just cannot do
that was
processed. Well, I
tough.
don't do processed anything, but coffee,
Hello, Miss
no,
Tara
there's no
D.
way. I
So,
would
what
just
brand
not
do you
even
drink?
drink any.
So, what brand do you
Right
drink?
now I'm drinking, I'd have to go get the bag and show
Oh,
you, which I can. I mix it up. It's always dark roast, it's always organic, it's whatever I get at Whole Foods, or I'll get it. Aldi now has a couple different good brands, which is shocking to me. Yeah, dark roast. It has to be organic. It has to be whole bean because I grind it right before I brew it, and I do a pour
okay.
over. Always.
Bustelo is not processed; it's Spanish, so it must be real.
I put and my coffee, you guys will have. I put butter, heavy cream, a little bit of salt, in my drink.
Yeah.
Always, and it's so good. And the salt, for anybody who hasn't tried it,
Kristen
takes
says I'm
out
too
any
lazy for that. Me
bitterness.
too.
Takes out any bitterness that's there. It only takes a
Yeah.
minute. Plus, I don't spend a bunch of time doing the stuff that everybody else does preparing food because I don't eat any of that stuff. So I don't mind spending time to
Decaf.
make a really good cup of coffee.
Yeah. And I hear you, Kristen. She goes, I'm too lazy for that to go
You can
down in.
actually get clean
Ooh,
decaf now.
chicory.
It's all done with water. It's a washing process with water. There's no chemicals.
Yep. And Bobby says chicory in my coffee. So some people drink mushroom coffee when I'm like, I don't know
It's
about
not
mushroom
coffee
coffee.
though. They call it that, but it's not.
Too lazy. I'm still half asleep to do all that. Yep, me too. I just go out, click on, the coffee part, and it makes it in about 15, 20 minutes. And there we go. So Miss Taro D, how have you been this week, my dear? I've missed talking to you. I hope all is well. It's good to see you in chat. Um, wow, we are up, well, fluctuating between 17 and 20 people coming and going. It's a Friday night. So, and let's see, just making sure. I know I probably missed some people, but everyone's having a fun time talking about coffee. And let's see, 8 months. Also, she's going to be 8 months on the 30th of this month. So happy early birthday
Oh,
to
in like a week.
Aurora.
In a week.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's
very
23rd.
sweet. Okay, so Shelby says, speaking of drinks and food, how's your second channel, Allison?
I've actually this week I made a whole bunch of I assume that's sarcasm because I hasn't started it yet.
No,
I actually I have a bunch of ideas
Amanda's
for
parents
different
about the channel too.
I
Uh-huh.
have a bunch of different topics of what I'm going to do, and I'm still compiling all the ideas and all of that. I'm excited. I haven't done it yet. Honestly, you guys, I'm so hesitant to say this. I'll probably launch it over Christmas break because I'm going to have like
There
two
you
and a
go.
half weeks off from work. I'm getting a new laptop. And so I have a bunch of different things that I've been wanting to do and can't do. Um, and now I do have a computer, but it's really old and I like never use it, which is why I always use my phone. Yeah, this is the year of me getting all these new things.
Mm-hmm.
So
New debts, new man, really? Officially.
uh
The
well,
car.
we've been together. It's
Well,
it's been it's
yeah,
been
but
well over a year now.
yeah,
Time
but
is going by so fast. Has anybody else noticed that? Oh my
mm-hmm.
God, it's going so
It's
quickly.
gonna be March before I know it.
Time is just
Yay!
flying. It's like I just had my birthday and which is in March and now it's December. It's like, what?
Oh, I've been very, very tired this week and had major dental work today. So I'm still in pain. Oh, everyone send Miss Taro D some healing
Sorry,
energy
honey.
and love. Yesterday, one of my cancer group. Oh, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah, I am, sweetheart. I'm so sorry you lost your friend. Oh, fuck cancer. But who was it last week that pulled the tower card for me? Well, they were on target, that's for sure. Oh, I can't remember. I know I got the tower twice earlier this week, and some things have been a bit up and down. Um, let's see. Someone was saying something about, can you give us a good example for breakfast? Amanda, was that a question for Allison? Um, unless you're
Uh,
talking
can you give us a good example for breakfast? Are you talking about like what I eat, or are you talking to
me.
somebody else about something else before I speak out of
Okay.
turn?
And Amanda said, and did you know most damn baby food I find has 10 grams of sugar each? Homemade is best. We give the baby food actually to our cats because it's high in protein and my cats love it, especially my older cat because she's like 17, 18 now. So, but I didn't know about that. Yes, bacon is delicious. Oh, but the piggies are so cute. So everybody's sending Miss Taro D love. Thank you, everybody. Condolences. They're trying to get babies hooked on the sugar with all the baby sugar in the baby food. Yes, what you eat, Amanda
Oh,
would
I'm
like
so
to know.
excited to start my channel. Yeah, yeah.
Will that be the main focus over the Carol channel?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be the main
Yeah,
focus. Yeah.
yeah. Yes. Yes, for sure. Yes.
And
Yes, what
Karen,
you eat. Would she say
avocado.
yes? What do you eat?
Yes, for breakfast. Yeah,
What do
she's
I eat
very.
for breakfast? So
Hmm.
I eat twice a day. I have what I would call breakfast and I have supper or dinner or whatever. I don't do a lunch. So I work a split shift. So I do have coffee in the morning, and when I get home from my first shift, I have breakfast, and then
They are.
I'm home for like 5 hours, and then I go back to work, and then when I get home from work, I have dinner. Breakfast is usually, it sounds kind of boring, bacon and
Mhm.
eggs, like most days. I do them different ways, the eggs and whatever. Sometimes I'll have chopsteak instead of bacon. I'll have sausage once in a while. I'm not a big fan of sausage, but I'll have it once in a while.
Yeah.
I did make some chicken soup yesterday. So
Oh
I
yeah, you
actually
did.
finished all of that soup today. I had soup for my lunch today, or my breakfast, I should say, today. Um, but usually I have bacon and eggs. My dinner
Those
can
are good.
vary much more so than anything else. Right now, currently, I've been having New York strips. Like I've had New York strip, I don't even know how many days in a row for dinner. But I did have a rotisserie chicken tonight because I had to go to
That sounds
REI
good.
after work. And so I rarely eat chicken because it's so lean. There's not enough fat. Those of you that know I eat carnivore, you have to have fat. That is your fuel because there is no carbs or sugar happening at all. So you do eat a lot of fat and it doesn't make you fat. You burn the fat. That is your fuel. So and I'll have salmon
Ooh.
tomorrow. I have salmon once or twice a week now because I have to make sure I get enough omega-3. That's one thing I've always kind of had a challenge for. I have to consciously remember to have it.
Kristen says, I am having a
Bacon
birthday
wrapped goats
party
with goat cheese.
tomorrow. That's right, everybody. Kristen's birthday was yesterday, so
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday, Kristen. Bacon wrapped dates with goat cheese. Oh wow. I love eggs and some avocado on the side. Yes, I love avocado. It's got lots of healthy fats in it. So Ramon, I'm sorry if you were still watching. I was going to say, close your ears. We're talking about meat. But let's see. Bobby says, I didn't put enough gunk in this morning and my false teeth almost went flying when I sneezed this afternoon. Bobby, I didn't know you had false teeth. Oh wow. Okay. I did not know that. See, he's talking right now, so he's random funny things out into the chat. So yeah, everybody wishing her happy birthday. All righty, we are at 9:06. I saw you shuffling cards. Were you in the mood of opening up the floor, seeing anybody wanted cards?
I just had my deck sitting here and I really like this new deck that I got. I just like how it shuffles. I just
The
picked it up
Deviant
because
Moon.
that's just what you do. Yeah.
She loves her Deviant Moon. Actually, I love the colors on that, and I think I might take a couple of my blank cards and pull and do a couple of abstract ones using the colors of the Deviant Moon. I really like the color palette of that,
I do too.
of the
Oh, what's the
the Hush
matter?
Tarot. Oh, is one of them
Lulu's
wanting
out
to
there.
go
Well, I
out?
think it's Lulu. Let me see. She might want to come in here,
Okay.
but actually she probably wants she does this sometimes when I go online. I think she wants she probably wants a piece of jerky. What's happening?
Ooh,
What do you need?
the
I'll be right
poems that
back.
okay, that I can't eat steak, false teeth. I just forgot to type it. Bobby, I didn't know you had false teeth. Wow. Um, that'd be a hilarious prank, Bobby. Just thought so. Oh my god. Jeez. So, but yeah, if anybody has any questions, you all know the drill. No political, third party, health, or legal. You know, us girls aren't. I know some people don't say predictive. You know, things happen. We can always look at a possible potential energy or outcome. But I lost my regular, huh? Where is it? Where? Oh, I lost it. I must have taken it out. So
She
I just
wanted a treat.
reminded everybody that no political, third party, um, legal, health. Bobby said he would like one. Yep. Got it, Karen. Thank you, my dear. I'm surprised Miss Taro D hasn't been asking about seeing Scout.
He's
He's a
off.
little cutie.
He is. He's starting to act kind of old, you guys. He is. He's starting to act a little old. His
Aw.
his um his hearing has gone to shit in like the last
Aw.
I don't know. I'm gonna say 6 months.
Mhm.
It's so weird when it happens. Those of you that have old dogs that did lose their hearing, and or their eyesight, when it happens, it does happen quickly. Um, Actually, and I'll say something else, kind of on the tail end of something that I just said, and I won't go all into it right now. Next set of
Hi,
animals that
Shelby.
I have, and a cat or dog, I'm gonna just feed them. I'm not gonna be buying them dog food. Because I really do believe that that's it. Just like with people, it's what you're consuming that's the problem. I've been feeding them straight carnivore for a
Aw.
little while now, and I wish I'd started it sooner.
I always want to see
Currently
Scout.
pinned
I'm
down by my
currently
two dogs, and they are making it hard to take. Yeah,
her,
yeah,
her new dog, Lola's her nickname.
so
Just
cute.
absolutely sweet. Um, so Kristen requested a birthday. So, Bobby, just said me, Bobby, was there anything specific? Although I already went ahead and shuffled for you. Well, I'm going to get a couple more. Um, and Shelby had to leave. So, bye, Shelby. Thank you for dropping by and saying hi. Um, let's see, did some. Then, how'd you know what it is? Did some. Then, how you know what it is? I don't know what you mean by, oh, never mind. I don't want to know what that's all about. They were talking about somebody finding someone's dentures and somebody found like a bottle of pee once in the theater. No, no, no. Yeah, they were just mentioning that in chat. So Bobby says, a message from the divine feminine, please. So Bobby, I did pull it from the Obsidian Veil, and I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards as
You know what?
clarifiers.
I'm gonna not use the tarot. I'm gonna grab my wild unknown.
Ooh. Didn't think they refilled a bottle of water with lemonade. Nope, that's gross. That's gross. Ooh, interesting, Bobby. So I'm just going to take Bobby's down. So, Bobby, you got Red Riding Hood. There you go, walking with your red cloak. I love the color red. I mean, obviously, I'm wearing some of it tonight. What color that I don't like though, being an artist, but red's really grown on me. And it says here, even the smallest among us possess the strength to defy the lurking shadows. And Bobby, what goes after Little Red Riding Hood? A werewolf or a wolf.
You
So
pulled that picture of that chick with the cape on, and what was he asking about? The divine. Oh no, you're the one that said never mind. But still, that's a really cool picture.
Mm-hmm. So this is not in alphabetical order. So let's find out what they say about Little Red Riding Hood. Page 87, and then I'll see how the two tarot cards go. The Path of Innocence.
Oh
Bobby, you're the
wow.
farthest thing from innocent. My God, come on. We fought, we have fun, we pick on each other. So Bobby, innocence. But it makes sense because I got the Fool card, which is all about innocence and free spirit and everything. But Red Riding Hood. Let's see. Along the way, she encounters a cunning wolf who tricks her and ultimately threatens her and her grandmother's life. So it's seen as a cautionary tale about the dangers of naivety and the importance of trust and vigilance. And the Fool is about, in its reverse form, naive. It could be upright too. naivety, innocence, free spirits. Um, and it says here also, this card represents the experience of being naive and trusting, only to have that trust exploited or abused by others. So it serves as a reminder to be cautious and discerning. Oh, there's a part two on the. He usually does that. Oh wow, she's got extra. It serves as a reminder to be cautious and discerning in our interactions and to learn from past experiences. Develop healthy skepticism while maintaining an open heart. Um, by recognizing our own naivety, we can empower ourselves to make wiser choices and cultivate resilience in the face of deceit. Remember, your innocence is a precious gift, but it should be cherished and protected. So, wow. So you got the fool, you got the Jeremy describes the fool in this deck as being kind of like they're kind of wily, they're very mischievous, they're very curious. They can be very easily distracted. The mauves are, kind of distracted to kind of wake it up to pay attention, but at the same time, the mauves also blend, and sometimes we don't oversee. And when we're looking over our shoulder too much, we kind of lose sight of where we're walking, and we got to watch going over that cliff, so to speak. Um, but maintaining that beautiful innocence, Bobby, you know because the underall energy is the three of cups, and the three of cups, again, about celebration, emotional success, celebrating with the people that you love. Her riding the goat is very interesting. You got the rabbit, so it's moving ahead, celebrating your successes, celebrating the people in your life that you love. But just remember to always be cautious, careful you're not looking over your shoulder too much, that you're not kind of seeing where you're going. And I'm curious to see what Allyson has for you. Um, and let's see, just really quick, I started teaching at a new facility. Finally, no, final, yeah, I started teaching at a new facility, finalized it today. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, you guys are still talking about that, aren't you? Let's see. Bobby said nice. Chat is jumping. So okay, people. I'm skipping the swallow deer never spit. Oh, where are you guys? Stop. This is what I didn't want in my poetry, with all the Bobby, you are naughty. Yes, he is. Let's see. All right, bye, Tom. Thank you for being here. Maybe see you a little bit later. So, and also the fool is a ferret. Yes, ferrets love dancing around in ball pits. There is no wisdom I'm saying here. It's just cute. Okay. All right, what you got, Allyson? Just want to catch up. Good chat.
So, Bobby, I got something very different from what Heather got, but consider the deck that I'm using. And you said you wanted a message from the divine feminine. So, um and I had a whole bunch of cards come flying out. Usually I just do like 3 or so. I got several here, so I'm just going to kind of read them in order, and some of them go together in groups is the way I'm reading them. There's some aspect here again from the divine feminine that's reminding you to be you, be yourself, which I don't see you having difficulty doing that. But for whatever reason, the reminder is here, the suggestion is here for you to be you. And protect your boundaries. So if you have anybody that's trying to impinge on that in some sort of way, just a reminder, set your boundaries, be yourself and set your boundaries with other people as well. And then this next one goes along with the be yourself card. This is about and I'm sure you do this, about always being the witch that you are, right? For what that means to you, what your truth is, right? So never putting it away, just for right now or whatever. Mm-mm. No.
He says, I'm
And
a hater, a sticker clown. Sorry.
you can if you want, but that's what is being suggested here. So that's what I have. And I'll show you. This is and I know these cards fairly well now. So that's what this one is. Can I get it straight? There we go. This little mouse is so cute with her little axe. And this little witch bird. I love her. God, what in the hell is the problem? There we go.
They're very glossy cards.
They are. And then separate from that came out, but these go together. There's a message here. So that was a message, right? All that kind of goes together. And then I also have letting something go, not letting it play like a loop in your head. Whatever this is, bury it, let it go, whatever the hell it is. Stop obsessing or thinking about or whatever. And this might sound dramatic, apply it wherever it makes sense. But I've got mind that monkey and bury your dead.
Oh, wow.
And those came out together. So that's what that is. And then at the bottom of the deck, kind of just comes back to the very first three cards that I read. To me, it's just like highlighting that and a reminder. And it's listen to the music of your soul. And this is about you being you being your authentic self. And this is the perfect distance for me to hold this from the camera, apparently. And it says, listen to the music of your soul. And it basically just means what those three cards together mean, right? To thine's own self be true. Always.
Yep.
In every single way. I don't care who the audience is, what's going on. Doesn't mean you got to sit there and talk about what you believe and what you do and whatever. Just do what you do and be who you are and be proud of it. You're a beautiful light. You really are. So anyways, that's what I got.
And he says, sometimes I have doubts, but when that happens, the gods always send help. So yes, the monkey mind. Just as you were saying that, he typed that right into the chat and I put that right up there and he went, monkey. And he says, thank you. I feel this, both of you guys. And Bobby, I want to see what the next couple of cards are because I usually do the 3 with the bottom. And I did get the 7 of Pentacles, and that makes me think of your school because you've been working on this. You have been tending your tree, so to speak, getting your school, your classes, everything to put together. And she's got the key. She's holding that right there. She's got that beautiful crow. You know, the mystery, the magic, it's all there. You hold the key, my dear. That is your key.
She's got a crow.
Isn't that a crow? Or am I still learning the birds? Or is that a blackbird?
Actually, that's a blackbird. I didn't see the bird in the card. But yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yep, it's some sort of a blackbird, yeah.
And then you also got 2 of Cups, Bobby, which of course, again, building, good relationships with yourself, with others. Leaving, I love the skeleton. The skull for me feels like leaving the past behind. Emotionally bringing those selves, both sides of yourself also together. And so I just wanted to see what the next couple cards were. So, alrighty. We avoid the topic. Let me see. We avoid the topic. I don't know what you mean by we avoid the topic. Okay, thanks, Ange. So, Bobby Fierro, did you never ever tell your in-laws that you're a witch? That's right. Bobby had mentioned that some of his we avoid the topic. That's what that was about. That was in response to Miss Tarot D. Okay. Because some of Bobby's relations just found out that he reads tarot and everything.
That's probably what that's all about. Or could be. Whatever. You know what it's about.
We're crazy about
Anyways.
it. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. And I thought it was just tarot. I didn't know. Okay. Yeah.
And that Red Riding Hood, walking your power. That red represents that power, especially, that fight or flight, but also that passion, that desire, that creativity. Just keep doing what you're doing. And yes, the harpies are very cool. Very cool. I love this deck, but everybody knows that. And I can thank Allison for that because she uses it well, she used to use it a lot. So I got
I
hooked on
still
it.
use it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Kristen
I
Louise.
that's one of my favorite decks. It'll always be a favorite, and you'll see me bring it back out. Mm-hmm.
So weird. This would never have been. Someone told me like a year ago, you're going to be buying this deck and you're going to be connecting with it. We're going to be like, what? But yeah, here I
Oh, it's a
am.
gorgeous deck. It's also
It
a nice
is.
size. I like the card stock. I like the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And it shuffles very nicely too.
It shuffles
Uh,
nicely. Mm-hmm.
so, Kristen, let me get you a card from the
A
Dark Divine
general
Feminine
birthday reading.
for Kristen. Kristen, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to try my cards, see what I get. I'm going to pull one of Heather's. Woo! This is the first time I've done that. I don't know what made me think of it, Kristen. Here, let me take a look and see what I got. Ooh. And I'll pull a couple tarot. And Bobby says, werewolves. I have one tattooed on my leg. Very cool. Oh,
I'm ready.
Okay. Gives me a chance to look at my card here and see what I see.
Kristen, so I'm still using the I'm just being drawn to do it. Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Or Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle deck. Which as cute as it is, it tends to be kind of serious. So I know you're saying for your birthday, but it is what it is. It's not bad or anything. It's just it is most that's what how this card this deck reads. There's something here where it's being suggested. This looks like three different messages, but they all go together, is what I would say. There's something about you slowing down and being quiet and going within regarding something. Purposely doing this. Even if you have to set time aside to do it. Separate but possibly connected to that. I think this is, yeah, I also got this card for Bobby just a couple of minutes ago about protecting your boundaries with, I don't know, wherever it needs. I'm not getting anything right now. So wherever that applies in your life, situation, relationship, job, I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know anything about you. So wherever that makes sense, it's either being suggested or it's a reminder, however you want to take that, about you protecting your boundaries. So meaning like what you feel to be true, what you feel like you need, especially if you're not doing it, or if you are doing it, continue to do it, right? So whatever that looks like for you. And then there's also something new starting. And it could be it might spur off of the fact that, or spur off of all of this, or it might be separate. Again, I don't know the details and I'm not pulling clarifiers on these. So this is about starting something brand new, some sort of a beginning that's going to be hatching or starting. So if we were reading all this together, which I don't know that we are, but like there's something about going within, being quiet, really thinking about something, putting some thought into it and all of that. And then also, whether connected or not, taking care of you, protecting you, not going beyond what makes you comfortable, boundaries. And then again, either connected or not, something brand new. And we are coming into the new year fairly soon. Not that that's what has anything to do with it. I'm not a big fan of that myself. I don't know about everybody else. I think of March being more like the beginning, but that's me and I digress. I'm a March birthday, so. But anyway, so I got intentional stillness. There we go. Protect your boundaries. And I love this beginnings
Aw,
card.
he's cute.
See his little egg, and his egg is cracking open. Right? So stinking cute. But anyways, yeah. Um um yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. That's what I got. Actually, what's at the bottom of the deck, just for shits and giggles?
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
It's very similar to the first card. It's retract. And see this little like sea hag looking thing, and
Oh, I
she's
like
got her
that.
little ferret in her pocket. Actually, it kind of looks like an opossum. But retract, pulling back, going with it, kind of like the hermit, right? So, yeah. So, anyways, good luck to you. Happy birthday.
All righty, Kristen. Now, Kristen, if I remember correctly, were you the one who
Ooh.
had ancestors from the Salem witch trials? I believe so. And it's interesting. I got Tituba. And on the card here, she was known as the finger pointer. Accused and condemned, I carry the weight of injustice upon my shoulders. And she says, "Thank you. I'll have to rewind and watch that from the beginning." She said her husband was talking to her, so she's going to watch the
Okay.
beginning of it. Yes, I have one. His name is John Alden. So this is interesting, Kristen. So connected to the Salem witch trials. So Tituba
Oh.
served as a household slave for Reverend Samuel Parris. During a time of heightened paranoia and fear, accusations of witchcraft began to spread through the community, and Tituba found herself at the center of the 1692 Salem witch trials. I'm getting like tingles all up and down my arm right now. Um, Accused of witchcraft, Tituba's involvement and testimony were instrumental in fueling the hysteria that gripped Salem. She confessed to being involved in witchcraft and accused others as well, leading to the imprisonment and execution of numerous innocent people. With a complex and layered story, Tituba navigated a world where she had limited agency and power, where a confession was the only possible attempt to save her life. Um, her story serves as a reminder of the insidious nature of rumors and gossip, serving as a reminder of the power of words and the impact they can have on individuals and communities. Calling upon Tituba involves a need for caution and discernment in our interactions and communication. So, watching the interactions, communication, the finger pointing, she invites us to examine our own role in the spread of rumors and to consider the consequences of our words. Cultivate a culture of trust, compassion, and understanding where gossip and harmful rumors have no place. And Kristen, I will reach out to you privately, but I think I kind of have a feeling of what this is about. And I'm not saying this is you pointing out fingers, but kind of being reversed back onto you. People kind of pointing out, saying, "Well, you're I that'll be something we can talk in private, but I think you may have an inkling what I'm talking about, especially with Lilith." So that set aside, I pulled some hush cards and I got the Empress right on top. And that is you, my dear. And in the Jeremy Hush, he mentions that we have what's beautiful here. It says, her hood of the crow contains the knowledge of life's mysteries and magic. Its eyes scan the sky, providing vision to observe the truth in the world. This insight is not gained without scars to show for it. Self mending is needed. So you have been through a lot with taking care of your mom, her loss, trying to rediscover yourself, changing your spiritual path, not being afraid to tap into who you truly are. You're very open about your sexuality, your sensualness, your power, the empowerment, which is why you love Lilith so much and wanting to start working with her. So embracing that Empress energy, your magic, your connection to the earth, your embodiment, your creativity, your fertility. Rust, decay, and endings are required to complete the cycle of life. So um, create a new path for your way of thinking. So you are creating a new path. You're connecting with a different spiritual path. You're rediscovering who you are. I did get the King of Cups, and that's somebody who is emotionally stable, almost kind of like wearing their emotions on the sleeve, sort of thing. You're grounded emotionally, but you're also very intellectual. You articulate your emotions well, or you're learning how to articulate your emotions well. You're an amazing reader. So keep continuing to connecting into that intuition, that watery nature of yourself. Um, Let me just see if it says here the full cup represents the balance of emotions and intellect. So what I did was I went ahead. I also pulled really quick. I wanted to see the next couple of cards. I did get the eight of wands, and that is things moving forward, things moving up. Um, all the beautiful cardinals were standing on top, and there's that female. She's pushing her way through. She's making to the top. You are moving things forward. And the last card in the tarot is the Queen of Pentacles. And again, being grounded spiritually, secure, that beautiful light that shines within, the falcon, the birds, the messages. Very powerful, very spiritual, very nurturing, practical, very studious. So that's the tarot I have for you. And I went ahead and I shuffled and I pulled a card for you from my little proto deck that I'm using. And as I'm looking at this, what first came out to me, I noticed was um, there's like the swirling of yellow here. For me, yellow is our place of self power. It's our solar plexus. So that swirling, you are making it healthy. When our chakras are healthy, they spin beautifully. And for me, I see that swirling, that yellow. These little marks here to me, looking on the screen, feels again like the birds' messages. Connecting with and paying attention to messages from spirit that are coming. There, I see a figure here. She's like standing on her tippy toe. There's her leg, there's her arms, there's her head, kind of like the Fool card in a way, just flinging her head back, dancing, opening her arms. This is me. I'm exploring. And this little guy here might be like a little wolf. It might be like a little fox. But wolves, very loyal, very family oriented, very connected to the moon. Um, and that's what I'm initially seeing out of this card. But again, the light coming through and shining, like, the Empress here, letting that inner light guide and shine and come through. Um, and that's what I have for you. And Allyson, were you shuffling a few more cards too for Kristen?
I already read for her.
Okay, I heard you were saying something while you're shuffling. I didn't know if you were being drawn to pull another card for her.
Well,
So,
I actually did, but it's a little off subject, and I was just curious. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say, Kristen, I didn't know, and I don't know if you commented if Heather was right or not, but the whole Salem witch trial thing.
she is, yeah, she's
I
connected.
mean, so you know for certain that you have a relative that was somehow involved in all of that. Yes, I
John
have
Alden.
one, John
John
Alden.
Alden.
So he escaped the jail, so he
So-
wasn't executed. Um, do you feel a connection to him? like, I don't know if you have any pictures of him or anything. Or do you feel anything when you think about him? Or
I'm waiting to see if she types in. Karen, really quick for the 8 of wands.
does she have
Jeremy,
kids?
she does not have kids. No, not a strong connection. No, she said.
Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this. I'm gonna pass because I'm gonna end up going down a rabbit hole. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Alrighty. And Sandy, yes, wolves and birds tonight. And hello, Sylvia. So, Karen wanted to know what Jeremy wrote about the 8 of Wands. Um, because what did she say here? That art really caught my eye. So, um, it says here for Jeremy, I'm going to read the upright. Direction, confusion has subsided and your vision is back on track. The ideas and opinions of the flock are no longer in the way. Let me pull the card up again if I can here. Let me find it for you, Karen. So there we go. Let me just take this down. So it says here, the ideas and opinions of the flock are no longer in the way. The male cardinals stand out with their boisterous voices and their eye-catching red plumage. Each bird sits atop a flowering growth springing from everything you have hoped for and dreamed of. The female cardinal is not as brightly colored, but she is very determined in her direction. Yes, sounds like you, Karen. Your will has set you apart from the crowd. And that's the upright. And if you want to know the reversal, I can always take a picture, or I can send you the book. I'll take a snapshot and send that to you. But yeah, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's just absolutely beautiful. The artwork he created for this one, and the female, even though she doesn't have the bright colors, you can still see her though among all that red. She still stands out, and she's
They're
making her way
beautiful.
up.
I love
Hmm.
the female cardinals.
And she says the flock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're very I would say that they're more taupe because they're not really gray, they're not really beige. It's more like an
The
actual
birds.
taupe. And then they have some it is red, I guess, but it's really more like almost of a pink on them. I think they're beautiful.
They're gorgeous. Can't wait to get this deck one day. You will love it, Karen. You really will. And when you do, we'll have you on join Allison and I. Maybe we can do a hush night. And I know
Yeah.
Ginger been wanting to do a hush night, so maybe we can do like a little show and call it hush readings. Shh. So all righty. Now we are at 9:41. I haven't seen anybody else request a reading. I know Allison's a little sleepy.
Oh, I'm
Um,
fine. I'm yawning, but don't mind me. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up. I gotta prep for. Oh God, I keep
oh, that's
mentioning.
right, Bobby. You do too. So we'll have to do
Oh,
multiple
nice.
hushes. Yeah, he loves that deck too. So we'll have to have a hush panel. Let's see. If I pull it for myself, I bet my dad will show up in my dreams. He didn't follow the flock either.
Aw.
All right,
Yeah.
girl.
Don't follow the flock.
Yeah. And Ange. So okay, we got a hush tarot commune going here. So
I had it first.
she had it first. Yeah, she did. And then Ginger
Not that
was
I
like,
care.
"You
I
don't
got
have
that a
it, really?"
while ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked it. I don't remember where I saw it first, but no, I absolutely. Oh no, I didn't see it anywhere. I bought it at the local. Actually, my woo woo store closed about 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know if I mentioned that or not.
Oh,
It's very sad.
no.
Yeah, it's no more. They had to close up.
Maybe a new
So
one will open. I would love to someday. I
no,
think it would be cool to have.
brick and mortar is a thing of the past. It's dying, unfortunately. Not to bring the mood
cafe.
down. Sorry. It's true though. Brick and
I
mortars.
know.
I don't care what it is. It's going. It's a
Let's
bummer.
see. Oh, Chris says, can you read for future birthday? November 29th. Okay, you're good. So what specifically? You just want like with Kristen, just a general birthday?
That's a week from today. Next Friday is your birthday.
Yeah. Sure, let's see what we got. Do I want to use these cards or do I no, we'll keep using the hush. Chris, I'll just keep using the same cards because I guess these are the ones that want to come
And
out.
I'm going to use my oracle cards tonight. Who knew?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this is
Really, it's because I'm
Chris.
tired, but oracle's a hell of a lot easier. I'm
This
just
will be
tired.
our last read for the night. I want a snapshot of the energy within the day. Okay.
Well, it's a ways off and it's energy, but sure.
And we know how energy can change. So technically this is potential.
Okay. So his birthday. All
It's the
right.
29th.
What does that say? Topaz,
His name is Chris. Topaz,
obelisk, hangman.
Whoa, not too many just
Right.
jumped out. And hello, Ever Inferno. Welcome, welcome. So we'll just take a look at the potential energy of that day. Ooh, I haven't gotten her before. Let's see. Hoping it's a good day, manifesting that. Well, just be positive, try to, set a good intention. He'll always be Topi to me. Oh.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I would say, and I'm sorry, I just realized again, I'm tired. I didn't ask what the day was going to be like. I asked for a birthday message for you, so that's not exactly the same thing. Whatever. You just kind of let the day unfold, embrace what comes and not resist or fight against, which I don't know if you would, but a lot of people are like that, right? Like something will happen and they try to push and twist and contort and move things around. I think we all do that to some degree. This is saying not to do that. Doesn't mean anything bad is going to be. It just means just kind of allow things to happen. Like you go to brunch and you're trying to get it at 10 and they're like, yeah, 10:30, just be like, oh, okay, well, we'll go to the bookstore for 30 minutes, whatever it is, like that kind of thing. It just means, just kind of go with the flow and not resist things, just kind of let them happen and be okay with it. That's part of what this message means for this card. Also, there's a request here to let yourself off the hook, right? A lot of times birthdays are kind of about reflecting. I don't do this, but a lot of people do. Or I shouldn't say that. This isn't about me, but I realize I don't do this a lot, but I do it sometimes. We all do to some degree. This is about just realizing your truth and who you really, really are, and not like giving yourself a hard time about, oh, something that you did this year that maybe it wasn't the good way to go about it, or maybe you didn't take action on something when you should have, and then it turned out some way other than what you really wanted. And, it's about just kind of holding that space for yourself and remembering who you truly are and just allowing and loving the child within you, the person within you, who you really are, your true essence.
Mm-hmm.
And then also remembering what makes you happy, and giving that to yourself, especially on your birthday, right? It's your day. It's your day to celebrate you. Yeah, other people celebrate you and all that kind of thing, but it's about you That's what I'm getting from this. And I agree that this is true. It's your day, right? It's one day out of the year. I know a lot of people take it to the extreme. There's some people in my life that do that. It's my birthday week. It's my birthday weekend. And that's fine if you want to do that, but really it's your day. That day is all about yours. And I don't think there's anything wrong with celebrating you and taking care of you and doing what you want to do and shining a light on you and whatever. That's not selfish. That's not narcissistic. That's about loving yourself, right? So that's what I have here. And so that's what's being suggested to do with yourself for that day. So I have embrace effortlessness.
Ooh,
Isn't that pretty? It
that's cool. Yeah.
reminds me of one of those, I don't remember what they're called, but they're fish that are really like
Yeah, the betas.
yeah, it kind of looks like
Like
a
a male
beta, but doesn't look like a
beta
fish at
clip.
all at the same time. Yes, it reminds me of a beta with their really ridiculously like flowy,
Hmm.
dramatic, beautiful little fins or whatever you call it that they have. And then I have restore innocence.
Innocence.
And I love this with this little critter up here that's going for a ride on this monster. And then remember the whoopee. And the
The
whoopee, see how
whoopee.
this poor tree that burned down in this forest is holding on to his koala bear, right? Like in the bush in Australia kind of thing. But the
Oh.
whoopee is whatever you hold dear, whether it's a bath or it's a memory or it's a favorite book or whatever whoopee is to you, right? So yeah, and that's remembering to do that on your birthday. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck, and this is a good message for everybody, I have laughter heals. So on your birthday, remembering to
Oh,
have a
how
good
cute.
time and to laugh and whatever. And look at these little octopuses type little critters that are wrapped around her feet.
Huh.
These glossy ass cards. But anyways, happy birthday. Of course, I don't know, maybe we'll see you next Friday on here
Hello,
anyway. But
Saggy.
yeah, I hope you
Yeah.
have a lovely birthday. Oh, wait, what is today?
Today's the 22nd.
Is today the first day of Sagittarius season?
Yes, it
Or was it
is.
yesterday? Isn't it the
Oh,
21st?
I think it's the 22nd, isn't it? Karen,
I don't think it is.
she's
I
the
think it's the
astrologer.
21st.
Because Kristen, are you Saggy or are you Scorpio? But yeah, starting Saggy season. Woohoo. Um, and Chris said your words are on point. She's a Scorpio,
Awesome.
so her birthday was yesterday, so she's Scorpio. Okay.
Okay.
So today is the first day of
Oh,
Saggy.
so who it is today? There are a
Oh,
couple where they start on the 22nd. I didn't think Sag was one of
mhm.
them, but okay.
So Chris, let's see, where do I gotta take your comment down for a second. So Chris, I'm trying to figure if I want to do your dark goddess first or your tarot first. Let's do the tarot first because I want to touch on what Allyson said. She mentioned one of her cards talked about innocence, having fun, kind of like again that free spirit. I did get the Fool as well. So yes, celebrate, have fun, celebrate the innocence of who you are. Feel that innocent, like childlike wonder at the world. That's the overall energy of the tarot cards. I got the Queen of Cups, which always throws me off because she's got what looks like sword. She's got the pointy like swords on her head, but this is a cups. And the Queen, of Cups, somebody who is very loving, very nurturing. I can see that with you. Somebody again, a lot of the cups people tend to like wear their heart on their sleeve. They're very empathic. They're very emotional. With the queens, that's water on water. So you're very intuitive. You're very watery. You're very in touch with your feminine. Beautiful energy. I did get the King of Pentacles. So like that owl clutching that cuckoo doll, not being distracted by the fireflies flying around or the little mouse that is on the bottom. That owl is staying focused on that little cuckoo that's in his claw. So the King of Pentacles, on your birthday, yes, be grounded, but celebrate who you are, celebrate the foundation of your life. This is, you maybe that day take a look back and see, well, this is how I have built my life. This is where I've come up to now. This is where I am spiritually. This is where I am with what I consider family. Um, just that security. And with the clock having the skull, it's another reminder that, there's a cycle of life. So make sure that, every day, you stay focused doing what it is that you love, what you enjoy, but get out of your mental um entrapment. I got the eight of swords, and so the eight of swords is somebody who's, kind of like, they feel trapped, but it's a self-imposed trap. So you were mentioning earlier, I saw really quick that you were hoping to set men, intentions for that day. You were hoping, make it that day, make it the beautiful day that it is. Don't let anybody interfere with that right now. Get out of that mental block that there's going to be anything that's negative with your birthday. Celebrate that beautiful day, my friend. I hope you have a beautiful day. Birthdays really do need to be celebrated. I know some people are like, yeah, it's just another day. No, because there's a lot of people who don't get to make it to another birthday.
I
So
think that those
birthdays,
are people that are in pain.
yeah. I have
Sorry.
somebody, I know a
People
couple of
that,
people like that.
yep.
King of Pentacles picking up your Earth
Or they
placement.
don't think
So
they're worthy of the day. And so they say
mhm.
something like that.
There was
No
a day
self
about
worth.
10 years ago or so where I almost didn't make that birthday. So I know how important it is to celebrate birthdays. So from the Obsidian, you got La Dames Blanche. I probably pronounced that wrong, but these are the white ladies. Trust not the veiled promises of the night, lest you become entangled in our embrace. The moonlight deceiver. Um, so I'm just going to skip through here because there was something that really okay. So the encounters with the Dame Blanchas often involve tests of character. What? I'm doing my best. I'm not, like grandma.
I say
You don't have to. You're laughing. She's throwing away. How do you pronounce it? La Dame
I don't know.
Blanche?
Hold it up. I just always giggle when, what does it say?
La Dame Blanche? Come on, grandma, help me out here. You're French
Well, it's
Canadian.
probably Blanche's, which is white.
Blanche.
La Dame's, yeah, the lady's
Blanche.
white. The lady's white, which means the white
Yeah.
ladies, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyways, yeah. No, it was just funny because you said it one way and then another way, and you're not sure. I'm not sure either. It was just funny because it was funny. I don't know. I don't know
La Dame.
how to say it either.
I know
It
how to
sounds
say lay.
French. Yeah, it sounds French.
So it says here they involve tests of character where individuals are tempted or challenged to prove their worthiness. You don't have anything to prove, my dear. You be you. On your birthday, you don't have to. It's your birthday. You don't have to make other people happy. You don't have. It's a day for you. You have nothing
It's
to
my
prove to
birthday and I'll
others.
cry if I want to.
But we don't want you to cry.
You know that
It
song.
says here these encounters carry lessons of courage, resilience, and the importance of
Oh,
making
that's
ethical
it's my party.
choices.
Sorry. I
It
forgot I
says here
wasn't muted. I'm
the,
sorry. Like,
the
no, it's my party. I'll cry if I want
the
to.
white
Sorry.
ladies. Let's just say the white ladies. Well, that's what he writes in the book, so I don't have to say La
Right.
Dame Blanche or Blanchise.
You know what? It
Um,
might be La Dame's Blanche. The
the
S might be
Blanche.
silent. I bet it is. But anyways, go ahead. Any French
This
majors in here that know or whatever language that is?
So the white ladies embody both light and darkness, representing the manipulative duality of human nature. So be in balance, honor both your light and your dark. Your path forward this last year or up to now, the dark moments, make up who we are. It shows again our resilience, the encourage, and the ethical choices that we make for ourselves. And be aware of anybody that's manipulative or trying to influence you, especially on your birthday. You celebrate it the way you want. And if you want to cry, you can cry if you want to, but we don't want you to cry. Um, so question the motives and intentions of those around you and surround yourself with trustworthy and authentic connections.
Mm.
So there you go. Avoid the manipulation. And we'll probably see you. Yes, the S is silent. Okay, thank you, Kristen. So La Dame
Blanche.
Blanche. Thank you, Kristen. So
But I
Heather
think it's
doesn't go
more
through the
like,
whole.
not that it matters, but it's probably like Blanche, I would think,
Let's
but who knows?
see. She is a guide of mine. Who the White Witch woman is a guide of yours. So your guide kind of popped through in that card. Very
Mm.
cool. Yep, and he says Blanche. Okay.
Blanche or
Okay.
Blanche. Maybe yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Very cool. La Dame's Babi.
La Dame's Blanche.
So
This deck is so
everybody.
cool. I love this deck.
Oh, the one that you're using tonight? The little.
Yeah, and both of these work really well together. I haven't actually done it, but I can
The
feel that
deviant.
they do, which might sound weird. And also the artwork, it's not the same artist, and it's not even the same, but they lay together nicely. So I'm gonna see if I can't. I'm not quite poo-pooing Oracle as much as I used to.
I think I have more Oracle. In my
And
deck
I'm
I'm
a
creating is an
chameleon.
Oracle.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
a chameleon. I always have been. Like as soon as I say, yeah, I'm never blah 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 blah, and then a couple years later, I'm adopting or doing the thing that I didn't think I'd ever do, and I got no problem admitting that. That's just. I think it's the March 21st birthday. Um, but anyways, yeah, this is a beautiful deck, and I know I've said this on this show many times. Anybody that wants to get an Oracle deck that's got a little bit of a edge to it, this is a fabulous deck. The what is it? The Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. So
And Chris said, "Oh my gosh, thank you both so much. I'm in the workings of a business idea." King of Pentacles. Okay. And when I have, I will remember to return and bless you both. Oh, you're sweet, Chris.
oh, thanks.
Remember, Chris, that's what the that owl was standing on top of their fur. It says, "Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Stay grounded. Work towards your goal. Don't let anyone steer you from what it is that you want to do." So if that has to do with your business, something that you might want to share or start working on with your birthday, just stay focused, my friend. That's great. And Karen says, "I love edgy oracles." Thanks, Allyson.
I do too. And I've never really been I don't know. I think for the longest time, because I saw so many people,
Hi, Unicorn.
I just saw so many people reading Oracle decks, and I'm just like, um, because they're so. I'm just gonna stop. Yeah,
Because
I'm
I have a
I'm
lot of
more.
oracles. That's what I read a lot.
I no, not because of that. No,
I
I
do
just
tarot too.
I
Good night, Miss Tarot D.
I
Mwah.
kind of
Have a good night.
underestimated them and didn't give
Feel
them
better.
much credit because you can just pick up an oracle deck, shuffle it, and pull out a card. It'll tell you something. And a lot of them really light and airy fairy, and they're just all that. Sorry, I'm going to be very me right now. They're just rainbows and unicorns, and everything's just beautiful and lovely, and it's like that's not a reading.
Like
And
Unicorn and Rainbows that just joined us.
oh, there you go. Right. That's hilarious. But there are some that are more like this and
Fluff.
whatever, and for me it's just more raw in real life. But it's kind of fun. You can not that I was always real big into mixing them, but you can mix
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're
That's
halfway decent
becoming
reader
popular now
and you
on
can
YouTube.
read tarot and you're actually reading it, and then you can use it's just a nice little layer that you can add to it, the oracle cards. But then you can also pull like from a deck from this, and as long as you're, anyways, I can't even explain. I'm tired. And I'm fine. I'm just saying, when I get tired, I don't do the best at explaining what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I really do like this deck a lot. And then I also got Fluffy. I love my tea leaf cards because they're sweet and sour. This what is the name of this again? That I just got? What is this? Something
The Deviant
Moon?
Moon?
The Deviant Moon. I couldn't see, I couldn't remember the word deviant right now. This is so cool. I'm just loving this. I'm going to spend some time with it this weekend, really looking at it. I mean, I pulled with it last Friday and I haven't really picked it up at all this week because I've just been busy doing stuff. Haven't even looked at it. And those of you that know, I don't post on my channel anymore. I haven't posted anything in months.
No, and I miss your Psy'd readings.
Yeah, I need to. I mean, I'll post again at some point, but I really do. Once I actually have the time, I want to start up my other lifestyle channel. But anyways, there was something else I was going to tell you guys. Now I can't remember what the heck it was.
Well, you're thinking, Chris, I went ahead and did shuffle from my little oracle Pearl deck, and I did pull an interesting card, and I was sitting here looking at that. And for me, it feels like someone standing here, maybe with one or two wands, looking out, and I see these discs, feel me maybe pentacles and something almost kind of like maybe a globe. So for me, it feels like this business venture of yours, kind of like with the water, going with the flow, standing on top, looking at things that you are growing, almost kind of like a Seven of Pentacles feeling too. And I just love how it just looks like someone's got their hand over their staff, kind of looking over and viewing their landscape, looking at what they are growing, what they are. This could be also the sun rising. It could be, for me, also very successful. So keep working on that business. Be that king of pentacles. Stay focused, and I just like the colors, the energy, and everything coming off of that. So magical card, orange, green, blue, and yellow. So you got the greens. A lot of those colors are, pentacle colors. And then you have the blue for the emotions as well, kind of like a cups, and also your throat chakra for communication. So just really keep communicating with yourself, and to those who, avoid the negative manipulation, but be able to speak and vocalize what it is that you want for your business and what your vision is. I mean, be open-minded to creative criticism and suggestions, but in the end, you are the one that is growing this business and the blooming. And I just love it. Kind of feels like the sun is rising up too, and feels like a very good like success card. So that's cool. I'm going to start using these. I'll finish working on the rest of them this weekend. So yay! All righty. It looks like someone coming out of the water to me. Very cool. And Ever Inferno, that's the point. Is I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work these. I don't want to put titles on them. I want them to be very much cards. They're going to be one of a kind, hand painted, so they're going to be very different from that one. Although I've had Allyson and Tom suggesting that maybe I print them up and maybe do a deck, but I still have some time. I'm letting the energy, and going into Mercury retrograde, with communications and things and stuff taken. We'll see how things go, but I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I did get some dark card stock, and I was able to finish my very first one on the black card stock.
Oh.
Oh, here, let me go. There we go. Do you see that? I mean, that came right out to me. It looks like the skull of a bird, like an old, like prehistoric bird or something very ancient. So um, yeah, lots of different things are really, it's starting to come through now. I'm more confident. I like the support from my wonderful friends like Allyson and Tom and Karen and Ange and people that have been popping in chat, just really supporting me. Ramon, um, you know, so yeah, this is giving me something to help me through the rough times right now. It's giving me something positive. Chris, be like focused, like that King of Pentacles. It gives us something to be focused on and to stick to our guns and to create something beautiful. So let's see, it's time to anything, reevaluate, revisit, revise. Mercury retrograde. Awesome. I like that,
When did
Karen.
Mercury retrograde start?
It will start in about a week or two.
Okay.
They said that we're kind of like in the early shadows of it, right, Karen? I
Yeah,
think that's how
pre-shadow,
you.
post-shadow, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. No, I just there's always all that.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's like all
Well, it is.
this.
There's a lot of
It's
stuff
and
out there.
I personally, I feel like
Hmm.
when we're in it, we're in it. When we're out of it, we're out of it. I think it's the placebo effect when you have the whole.
Maybe
Doesn't
no.
mean I'm right. It's just it seems like I don't feel anything, hadn't noticed anything, didn't even know. And usually I do. I don't have it on my calendar. I had the other ones. But it's starting, it's like, is it like December or something? Like the 10th or something?
Yeah. When does it start exactly, Karen? Do you know? So
I'm
right
heavy
now,
Mercury too. I got a lot of
yeah,
Virgo and Gemini.
Neptune. Dina thinks Neptune might be in retrograde, but I think it's around December 5th. No, I don't know. Somebody said recently last week,
Karen
and I'm
probably
like,
knows.
oh great, it's going to be during my birthday, but that could be a very positive thing as well. So, so yep, happy birthday to all of us Saggies. So, 11:25, it goes into retrograde.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. That's Monday.
so it's a coming. Oh, Monday. We can maybe talk about. Oh, Karen, if you're feeling better, give me a holler. Maybe we could come and join Nancy and I. Maybe we can talk about Mercury retrograde and kind of incorporate that into the divine feminine. Reach out to me. Let me know how you feel and what you think. And but yeah, that'll be Monday because that's what I have coming up because I'm back to the free stream yard. So my shows are going to be my Mondays and my Fridays with Allyson. And then if I have enough time, in the month left over, I'll do a couple little special pop-ups or I'll do a couple special readings with other readers. So very interesting.
And
So
I
all right.
just said that I hadn't experienced anything, and that's not true. And I probably am and didn't even notice it. My damn tablet that I have to work with at work has
Mm-hmm.
been acting all kinds of fucking crazy for the last
And your
couple of
phone
days.
tonight.
That and then tonight, yep, trying to get on, which actually that was my fault. There's actually nothing wrong. My phone's perfectly fine. But nonetheless, it was a communication thing and it was my error. So it still counts, right? It's just confusion
Yeah.
in general. It's a lot of other stuff too. Like I was always told, "Oh yeah, it's this and it's that." Yeah, it's that, but it's also a lot of other stuff. The whole Mercury retrograde
And
thing.
Karen says, yes, I
But
feel the shadows because I'm heavy Mercury. Okay. So you feel she tends to feel the nuances. I think maybe a little bit
right,
more.
if
I
you
think
got a lot
depending.
of Gemini or if you got a
Hmm.
lot of Virgo or any, doesn't have to be a lot, but the more you have. I'm
And we have
Gemini
new moon coming
rising and
too.
I'm Virgo moon. And
So yeah, we got new.
I'm also Virgo South Node.
Oh wow. And so we got the retrograde and we got the new moon coming up too. So that's going to pack a little bit of a punch next week. So that should be interesting. So everybody that are still here with us, I feel nothing astronomically. And some of us don't. I think it just really depends on our frequency and our vibration
It
and our
does.
energy
My
fields. It
son
really.
has got Gemini, 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 and more freaking Gemini.
Wow.
Tons of it. Yeah, I've
Yep.
said that on here before. He's got like 5 placements in Gemini, and then he's got
Wow.
3 Aquarius, and he's the Taurus sun, thank God. But yeah, he's got whatever. He's got a shit whack of Gemini, a lot of it.
Wow. That's a lot. And I have like four.
Mhm.
I think I have like four of Scorpio. And hi, Beth. We're just about ready to end, but thanks for popping in and saying hi. How are you
See, and
doing, my
that's why
dear?
you feel so Queen of Cups to me, and you have so much emotion and all of that, whatever. It's like yeah, you're a Sagittarius. You feel way more like a water sign to me, big time.
I'm a Pisces moon too, so I
Big
got a lot of
time.
water. Hmm.
Yes, you're very, very,
Well,
yes, you're You're and also your
Real sky.
rising. What's your rising?
Aries.
Aries. Interesting. So
2
you're
fires and a touch of
Sag
water.
and you're rising,
Mhm.
but I bet damn near everything else is water. You feel like water, big time to me. Anybody
I'm
else that knows, I'd be
watery.
curious what they, because
And I
your
love being in
rising
water.
sign is usually how other people see you, right? Which would be
Mhm.
fire. Aries, like you don't feel like Aries to me at all. But then again, I only know you in this aspect, right? I don't know you in your real, true, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
like I've never spent time with you in real
Oh.
life. And I don't see you at
That
home.
would be fun.
I don't, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It is different.
Mhm.
Like we all kind of know each other, but we know one aspect. It's very one dimensional, right? It's not real life. It's not, you know what I mean? You interact, you see the best of people in some sort of way. But it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Although
So, but
you
it's
are there when I
interesting.
have, but you are there though when there are times when I've called and I'm just,
Yes, yes,
in tears
absolutely. I
and you
just
know what
mean,
goes on. Yeah.
actually, you know what I mean. It's like
Mhm.
this is all, it's what it can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. Like we were talking the other day, and I'll be brief, like on was it your tarot Tuesdays, I think it was, and we were joking around about being the different queens next Halloween.
Yes.
And I was like, Heather, Queen of Cups, for sure. And
Mm.
Jackie, Queen of Swords, absolutely. And then I
Cancer,
was
huh?
saying, and then and Rain, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, she's so earthy and
Mhm.
good with money and very grounded. And I
Night,
mean,
Kristen.
we all deal with stuff, right? But it's like that's how she feels. And like I feel like Queen of Wands, even though, yeah, I found out. Anyways, I'm gonna go again. I'm
And I
tired.
thought
I'm
of
like,
you
blah,
as
blah,
Queen
blah.
of Swords.
But yes, because I'm very direct and whatever. And that is
And
my,
practical and
there's a
Virgo.
good
Mhm.
example. That is my rising sign. And your rising sign is how you look to the world. I look like a Gemini, right? Which if you know about Gemini, it's like, yeah, I do. I fit that description. But when you really know me, you're like, oh yeah, she's Aries with Virgo moon all
Bye,
day long,
Bobby.
right?
Mwah. Thank you for being
Money,
here.
responsibility, very organized, everything's put away,
I wish that was
tidy,
me.
this and that, but I'm also passionate and all that. So it's like I feel more like the whole Aries with Virgo thing. It's just very, very interesting. And then you learn your sidereal chart, and then you can
And then I'm
identify with that
Scorpio.
too.
I'm a
So
real sky
it's kind
Scorpio.
of like the placebo effect. So it's kind of all very interesting.
It is. It's just like I'm just
Anyway,
basically able to learn some of the Western, then we're throwing the real sky in there. But I would be Scorpio anyways for real sky. So there's the Scorpio, there's the water. But I think I would have a Sagittarius somewhere else. I took a
but the
snapshot.
different placements
Hmm.
makes
We
it
have movie
very
about
different.
placements.
It's not like
Hmm.
Scorpio is Scorpio is Scorpio. It's where do you
Hmm.
have Scorpio? Where does it fall and what that looks like? I mean, yes, to a degree, I understand what you're saying, but uh it's just I don't know, it's just very interesting. Like my partner, he's a Leo sun, and then he's Virgo moon as well, like me. But in sidereal, he's a double Leo. He's Leo with Leo. And like
Oh
I can
wow.
also see that. So it's very, yeah, it's very interesting. So I'm
Bev
gonna
has a
stop.
Virgo daughter with a moon in Aries, and then Karen, she's a Gemini, and her girls are Geminis. But my girls are sensitive with Pisces moons, so they're Geminis and Pisces.
Yeah,
Wow,
Pisces
spectacular!
moon is a
I have a
lot.
Pisces moon. Yep, my moon's in
That's a
Pisces.
lot. That is emotion, emotion, and more emotion. That's a
I wish I
lot.
could do Shan's chart, but
Pisces
he
is
doesn't know what time he was
so
born.
emotional, and then to have it be your moon is your feelings. So to have it's like double.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's a lot. It's a
Hmm.
lot. Yeah, it is. I feel for that. That's a lot to carry around. But you can also tap into that and be super freaking psychic.
Well, I think it comes through with my art. That's how I channel my stuff is when because
Yeah,
people look at and they see figures and faces and stuff. For me, I don't even try to do that. If I try to intentionally put something down, I can't do it. But if I just
right.
let things go, just grab and boom, 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 there they are popping left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
highlight you. You want to be here? Okay. So that's how mine comes through. And
Yeah.
it was so interesting when we went into that tattoo shop place today and I saw the cabinet with the dolls. I looked at it and I think I might have already said, but I looked at the guy and I'm looking at the dolls and the guy go, one of these moves, don't they? People see this thing move. And he goes, yep. The one I thought it did, he said it really didn't, but the one up front did. And I said, I don't know. That little one in the back keeps capturing my attention. There's something to do with that one. So it was interesting.
Right.
So
And maybe he doesn't even know yet, but you picked up on it. I mean, could be.
and of course my friend Amanda was there and she's like, well, he just said it didn't move, so you got it wrong. And I'm just thinking, shut up.
Now, and that's a very logical minded person. She's probably an air sign. That sounds like
She's
an air
actually a
sign comment.
Taurus.
Well, they're very grounded. They're very
Hmm.
so
I mean,
yeah.
she's all into the woo woo, but she was just kind of like, well,
But again, you got
because
multiple placements. I'm just saying that's a very air
hmm
sign comment to make. No
uh,
offense to air signs. You're just very logical. Just the facts, ma'am.
my husband's
That's the air
Pisces
sign.
moon, where they got my son and his moon. Yeah, and Shan is a Pisces sun, so him and I are both Pisces. He's my sun. I'm my moon. So it's
That's how me
very
and my ex
interesting.
were. We were,
Mary
yeah.
Card, Sandy, thank you for being here, my dear. Good to see you. Um, and so let's see. 10:19. I do have to cut this guy so that Allyson and I have enough time for our shows for the next couple of weeks and with me and Nancy. So thank you everybody again for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to Allyson. She's working on her new channel for food and health and diet. So keep an eye out for that in the upcoming weeks. And hopefully, I'll see everybody pop in and drop by and say hi to Nancy and I on Monday. And everybody, have a great weekend. We're supposed to maybe get a little bit of wet snow tonight. We'll see. And we will see you on one of our next shows or in chat. So thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.